Hi guys, I'm Chase, and this is Lindsay from We're Out and About.
Hey guys.
We are travel nursing, and we've been living in our full...
our RV full time for a little over a year now.
There you go.
We've actually grown up camping with our families, though. Chase grew up with his family
Pop-up camper.
Pop-upping, and I grew up fifth wheeling with my family. So this isn't a first for us.
Yeah.
So we asked you guys if you had any questions about RVing, so we're going to do just a little Q&A on here and just go over a couple things.
We're going to try to make it quick. This is a lot of
stuff
to cover.
We'll try to make it quick.
Yeah.
So question number 1, how do you get started?
So the first thing to do is research and learn the different types of campers. So you have pop-up campers, you got travel trailers, fifth wheels, motorhomes,
vans,
endless
list.
Or you can just go and live in a tent, whatever you want to do.
No.
So just research the different kinds and find one that's going to fit you and what you want to do.
Make a list of needs versus wants. That's something that we did, and we just try to check them off as we looked at them. Just get your essentials and what you really want in each camper.
If you can find a camper that checks off all those needs and wants, then that's the one for you.
Another tip, go to RV dealerships, go to the RV shows, and actually walk through them. That helps so much more than looking at pictures. We walked through, hundreds of them, I think.
We've gone to a couple RV shows and then even gone to the camping lots, and we've walked through just hundreds of them. That's when you really realize what you like and don't like.
Okay, so that's basically how to get started. Question 2, so how do you choose a van versus a motorhome versus travel trailer versus fifth wheel? So again, it's just basically your personal preference. For us, we thought that a van would be way too small and inconvenient for us full-timing for travel nursing, since we were going to be living and working and everything out of it. That just wasn't going to work for us.
No. Maybe if you're going to boondock out west and stuff and spending all your time outside,
that would be awesome.
The van would be perfect, which a lot of people use.
So motorhomes, that's just something we really never considered. We already had a truck, so we wanted something that we could tow, and just going into a motorhome, the price range, and just trying to learn all that stuff at the time, we just didn't want to go that route. So we were down to travel trailer versus fifth wheel.
So next question is, how did you decide what kind to get? So as we're kind of talking about here, we already had a truck. It was a Sierra 1500, and we knew that we wanted an actual camper, not a pop-up camper to live in. So that's how we ended up with the travel trailer, mostly because of the weight restriction of the truck.
Unfortunately.
We couldn't really do a fifth wheel or anything. Some people do a fifth wheel with 1500s, but it's a very lightweight, small fifth wheel. So we ended up with a travel trailer, kind of mostly because of our truck. But this camper also fit the bill, all the needs and wants.
It had everything we wanted, everything we needed. So that was that. So then, did you buy new or old? We bought new personally. The pros of buying new is that it is brand new. No one's ever lived in it. Nothing's been used. You do get the manufacturer warranty. Cons, it's going to be a little bit more pricey.
Depreciates in value. As soon as you drive it off the lot, you lose a bunch of money off of it. So as in, you buy the RV, take it off the lot, and then you decide, I want to sell this, you're going to lose a lot of money because they depreciate so much more than a car.
And if something's going to go wrong, typically it does go wrong in the first year. It can even be just minor things, which it was for us. But that first year of use, it's kind of when you see the most issues. But it's nice because you do have your warranty still, so that's a plus.
Some pros of the used camper, they're usually cheaper. The cons, you don't really know how the previous owners took care of it. You don't know if they maintained your black tank, gray tank, or brakes,
awnings,
axles,
anything.
awnings. You also don't really know what kind of problems it might have that you don't really know about. So you want to have someone that really knows campers and RVs, or even hire an inspector before you buy a used RV to really look through it and make sure you're not getting stuck with a lemon of a camper.
But a pro, you might be able to find a gem in a beautifully renovated RV that is great. So, they're out there. Next question.
What tips do you have for purchasing from a dealership? So this could be a whole video in itself. Our first tip is don't pay attention to the MSRP price. Some dealerships will say, here's the MSRP, $70,000. We're selling it for $50,000.
$20,000 off.
Woo!
No,
just
don't fall for it.
Don't pay attention to that. MSRP, we don't even pay attention to. because you're going to notice the list price is always way less than MSRP. And if you look at all the RV dealerships, they all have around the same list price. So negotiate like hard.
Be firm because they're tricky.
They can be tricky, and don't be scared to just walk away and then call up another RV dealership and see if you can get a good deal with them.
Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid to drive somewhere a little bit far to make a purchase, which we did. Just shop around. Don't go with the first RV deal that they give you, because they're going to try to trick you to buy on the spot and make you feel like you're getting like the best deal possible, and it's usually not true.
Just think clearly. Don't get rushed by a salesman. Also, have them waive the transport fee and prep fee.
Yeah, that's
that
a
could
joke.
be like an extra $1,500 or $2,000 that they kind of just throw in there, and they make you think that you have to pay it. But a lot of dealerships will waive it. So tell them to get rid of that stuff.
Yeah. Be firm. Be firm. I laughed at them.
Yeah, you are in control. She's a good negotiator.
Yeah, surprisingly. But next question. So, what RV and truck do you have?
Right now we have a 2018 Sunset Trail. It's a 30-foot travel trailer. It was 5,200 pounds dry weight. As we said earlier, we had a Sierra 1500 that was capable of pulling this. We ended up upgrading to a Sierra 3500, and it's the gas version, which we're thinking about upgrading to a fifth wheel. And now we're like, why did we just get a diesel truck?
Yeah, we didn't think we would upgrade campers this soon, but we really want to, and we wish we would have just went big. So don't make our mistake. Just go big or go home.
Just get a big truck, and you'll be good to go. Because most likely, most people will upgrade trailers within a year or two. It just happens.
So number 7, are there RV age restrictions at parks?
10 years usually.
Yeah, some parks, not all of them, but some might want a camper that is within 10 years of age. So right now it'll be 2009 and up. And
the whole reason being is campgrounds or RV resorts, they want a good-looking RV resort. They don't want to look like a trailer park.
Trailer trash.
They don't want these old campers coming in and then causing it to look awful. So.
Yeah. And it can be a safety hazard too. Like if, I don't even know, like a fire hazard, safety hazard, if it is old and run down with all these cables and wires sticking out. So, you wouldn't really feel that comfortable in one of those parks anyway.
So if you buy a used camper that's older than 10 years, a lot of these campgrounds that require 10 years or newer, they'll ask for pictures, and then you send them pictures, and then they'll either approve you to come stay, or they will not approve you.
Some are strict though, so some will still not approve you even if it's beautiful. Oh, where am I?
We're on 8, and it says, do you have another vehicle? We have a Kia Sportage that it's hers. Well, it's ours now because we're married. But we use it. Oh, hey.
But we have a truck and trailer, so we have 2 vehicles.
We have 2 vehicles.
We don't need 2.
Yeah, some people just do with 1 vehicle. So, but the SUV we use to commute.
Number 9, where do you park it?
In a campground or an RV resort. So
we're full timers. We are full timing for our career, and we need to have electric, sewage, water, internet, all those hookups. So we always park somewhere with full hookups whenever we are working.
So many people find out, oh, you guys live in an RV. Do you just stay in the hospital parking lot? I just laugh.
No, you can't do that.
Like, you have to have water, you have to have sewage, you have to have electric. So we always stay at a campground and have full hookups.
Other people, though, there are state parks, and you can stay there for like 2 weeks. They might not have full hookups, and you can boondock or dry camp, which is no hookups at all, and like that's amazing if you're traveling. And I can't wait till we can do that, but not for our career. Like, we need to have all the hookups to be able to cook and shower and get ready for work. So next question is, how long can you stay at a campground?
It all varies. State parks is usually like 2 weeks.
Boondocking, maybe a couple nights. It just depends on where you're at. And
then RV resorts and campgrounds, a lot of them don't have rules on how long you could stay. One guy we talked to had been there for 15 years. So in other words, that was his home.
Yeah. Next question. So how much does it cost for a site for 13 weeks?
You can answer this.
So this one will vary definitely on like the amenities that the park offers, location, time of year, all these different things. So we've seen anywhere from $400 a month up to like $2,000 a month, and some include your utilities, others you have to pay. So for us right now, our park in Savannah is about $1,200 a month, like all included. But it just definitely varies.
Really varies on where you are, time of year. Next question is cost per night, week, or month. So when you stay for a month, you usually get like a monthly discount. If you stay for just a few nights, it's usually like around $30 to $50 a night, just depending on
Location, holiday, amenities,
campground.
So what are good websites or apps to find RV parks?
We generally just stick to Google. We'll go to a city or an area, and then we'll type in the search bar campgrounds, and then tons will pop up, and then from there we can call them and reserve a site or such. There's also tons of apps out there. We're not going to go through all of them.
Like RV Parky, Allstays. Yeah. But honestly, Google search has been the best for us. Okay. Do you live in the RV 24/7?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
This is our home.
We're full timers, so that means we live here full time.
This is our home. Other than when we want to travel somewhere, then we will put this into storage or something. And that's the next question. Where do you store it when traveling? You can either leave it in the campground that you're currently staying at. You can call the storage facilities nearby or elsewhere and find out if you can store your camper there. But just keep in mind, you usually will not have electric hookup in a storage facility, so don't plan on leaving animals or whatever in your camper. Another option is finding a friend or family with room to store your RV. So if they have a driveway or a yard, you can ask them politely and see if they're nice enough to let you keep it there.
Next question, what do you do for TV and internet? So the parks typically offer cable and internet hookups. We personally have a Verizon Jetpack, so we have more reliable internet. We also use the parks too, and we do have cable hookups here. But we also use our Roku and Fire Stick to stream, and you can do like Netflix and Hulu or...
Every campground varies. Sometimes they'll include cable and internet or something, and then other times they'll make you pay for it. But the Verizon Wi-Fi works pretty well. We're enjoying having that.
And you can also get a dish and use that as well and take that everywhere with you. Next question, is it a two-person job or can a single female handle it? You can definitely do it alone. It's not always the easiest thing, but it's definitely doable.
Everybody can do it. You just kind of learn as you go. Take it slow and be safe.
Do your research.
Yeah, just research and talk to
Practice,
people.
Be patient. Just be
watch
safe.
YouTube videos and learn.
Can you RV with pets? Yes, indeed you can.
Oh, yeah.
We actually have a cat in here with us, Mocha.
I think she's laying.
Mocha!
She's
laying
in
the
the bathtub.
She loves the bathtub for some reason.
But yeah, all kinds of neighbors have dogs. Our neighbor over here even has a bird.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can RV with pets.
Definitely.
One thing you can buy is a temperature monitor that'll actually send you a message if the temperature goes over a limit. So you can always get that for safety.
I thought she would come out and say hi, but she's being camera shy. So number 19, how do you minimize? So
this is tough.
That's a tough one. It is.
Everybody handles it differently, but we spent like a whole day just going through clothes before we moved into our camper, and finding which kitchen essentials we needed and what we don't need.
Yeah, like at home we had like 20 coffee mugs. Here we had 4. Now we have 2 because we just broke 2 when we towed last. But just simplifying. You don't need a ton of stuff.
It's a challenge with RVing is downsizing, but once you do,
it feels good.
Some of the anxiety kind of lifts off. It's cool.
And clothes too, like you only need enough clothes to get you through a week or 2, and then you'll do laundry. So I mean, you do not need to bring your whole wardrobe. Like you will not wear it. I mean, you're camping basically. So
donate that unneeded stuff.
Yeah. Number 20. What are some essentials?
We can make a whole video on essentials. Yeah. But our biggest essentials. Make sure you're prepared to hook up at different RV sites. Mm-hmm. So you never know the distance you're going to be from hookup. So make sure you have enough water hoses. Make sure you have a power cord, an extension power cord.
For the actual camper itself.
Yeah, make sure it's 30 amp or 50 amp, whatever matches your trailer. But make sure you have an extension cord. Make sure you have water hoses. And make sure you have enough sewage hose to reach quite a distance. You never know what you're going to find whenever you get into a camper site, and it's always awful if you come into a camper site and you can't hook up.
Reach. Also, a dehumidifier, that has been a lifesaver. Yeah. Humidity is an RVer's like worst enemy, and it can cause mold and all this nasty stuff. Mm-hmm. So that'll also make the air feel a lot cooler in here and just more comfortable.
Yeah. Once we had a dehumidifier, we noticed a huge difference.
Not a lot of people know about it,
and
but
a nice electric
awesome.
one, like one from Walmart.
That's fine.
Not your little like canisters that soak up water.
And definitely a surge protector as well. Like that's definitely a huge deal, just to make sure everything stays okay. Mm-hmm. If you
surge protector is just going to
breakers,
protect your RV because there's a lot of different power problems with campgrounds, so you don't want to fry the electricity, wiring, and stuff in your camper. So.
Well,
thank you guys for watching.
That was
And
about it. We just try to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
It's still kind of long, but
we could go on forever. So thank you for watching, guys. We hope this helped. Message us if you guys have additional questions
Yes,
or anything else you want to know.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks
That's it.
again.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.